You know that feeling when you wake up in the middle of the night and without even opening your eyes, you can sense that something is there beside you, not in a threatening way, but in a quiet, grounding way, a presence that doesn't ask anything from you. It's just there, steady, warm, close. And maybe you've noticed this pattern before. The way your dog chooses the same spot every night, the way they shift closer without waking you, the way they seem to settle only when they're touching you, in some small, almost unnoticeable way. Most people don't really think about it. Or if they do, they reduce it to something simple, comfort, habit, maybe even clinginess. It gets labeled quickly, almost automatically, as something light and surface level. But that interpretation misses something important, because when a dog chooses to sleep next to you, there's more going on than people realize. It's not just about where they rest, it's about how they feel when they're most vulnerable and who they choose to be with in that state. Sleep for animals isn't just rest, it's exposure. It's the moment when awareness drops, when defenses soften, when reaction time slows. In the wild, it's the riskiest state to be in, which means where an animal sleeps and who they sleep beside is never random. There have been studies observing how social animals regulate their nervous systems through proximity, especially during rest. When they feel safe, their breathing slows, their heart rate stabilizes, their body shifts out of vigilance and into restoration. And that shift doesn't happen easily. It requires trust. So when your dog chooses to sleep next to you, what you're really seeing is a nervous system decision, not a conscious one, but a deeply wired one, a recognition on a biological level that this is a place where it's okay to let go. That kind of trust isn't built through a single moment. It forms over repeated experiences. The way you respond to them, the consistency of your presence, the tone of your voice, even the predictability of your routines, all of it becomes data that the brain quietly collects over time, and eventually, without needing to think about it, the body starts to associate you with safety. And this is where it becomes something deeper, because when they move closer to you at night, it's not about dependence. The way people assume, it's closer to something like alignment, their nervous system syncing with yours, settling, because yours feels settled. And that kind of connection quietly reflects something about you as well. Not something loud, not something obvious, but something steady, something predictable, in a way that feels safe, even if internally you don't always feel that way. Because the nervous system doesn't measure perfection, it measures patterns, consistency, the absence of threat. And if, over time, you've provided that, even in small ways, that becomes enough. So, when your dog settles next to you at night, what you're really witnessing isn't just affection, it's recognition. A kind of wordless understanding that in this moment, being here is safer than being anywhere else. And if this feels familiar, in a way you can't fully explain, there are probably other patterns like this, quiet, overlooked, but meaningful, that say more about you than you've been told. And maybe you've noticed this too, the way your dog always chooses you without needing a reason. If that feels familiar, you're not alone in that. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, you can stay here. There's more to explore.